to sing glories of Srila Gurudev. So this is very nice channel utilization of technology to sing glories of Guru Maharaj. Uh, this this effort is known as Guru-Katha, and by the effort of Pujapat Srila Rasavihari Prabhuji, His Grace Rasavihari Prabhuji has put the endeavor of all the God brothers and sisters to come on this platform and talk about Guru Maharaj, our personal experience and connection with Guru Maharaj. So I'll talk about my experience and dealings and connection about with Guru Maharaj. I'll start with to give a little background um, how I joined Krishna consciousness. Initially, my parents put me to Gurukul, Skon Vrindavan in early 80s, and but I was there only for uh, 3 years, and then my parents called me back. So gradually, though I kind of forgot the devotional touch, I became like a karmi again. Um, but somewhere in subconsciousness, you know, like how our acharyas have said, senior Vaishnavas have said, that chanting never goes waste. It stays there and it bears its fruit. So I had some disconnection with the material world. I was questioning when I was a teenager that some few things disturbed me, that how people deal with each other, with if somebody is not present and somebody talks about them, then I used to ask my parents, this guy was very nice with this person, when this person left he started talking about him or her. So basically the moral lesson from parents I got, yeah, that's how the world is, and that this says that we should not, uh, so we should not be like that. Uh, so that some disconnect with the material world was already there, already established. So I made the effort after my education to come back to Gurukula Vrindavan, as so luckily by Guru Maharaj's grace, by Krishna's mercy, Radharani's mercy, Radharani gave the shelter in Vrindavan Dham, and I got the opportunity to come back as a Gurukuli teacher. And I was relearning the Vaishnava etiquettes and replugging myself into Krishna consciousness in a better way. Uh, Luckily, the reason to pull back to Vrindavan was, even after graduation, whatever companies or places I worked, they, I was not getting paid. Like so, people were just exploiting, and or probably one small company just paid me half month salary after working 2-3 months. So somehow I connected back again to. So during this, I met the Raseshwar Prabhu, who is disciple of Srila Bhakti Puri Goswami Maharaj, and he guided me towards Guru Maharaj, that you never know, just give it a try and see, uh, see Pujapat Bhakti Tritha Goswami Maharaj, who is now come. This is in 1999 or 2000. So Guru Maharaj was traveling and coming to Delhi Mutt, Paharganj, before Chandigarh, before going to Chandigarh Mutt. So me and another brahmachari from SCON, Food for Life, we both went together, and his name was Triyoga from SCON. And when we went to Delhi, and even without Harinam initiation, I was still wearing like saffron, head shaved, like a brahmachari. And as soon as me and Triyoga entered in Guru Maharaj's room, that smile mesmerized me. And Guru Maharaj smiled like he knows me from long before, and his smile was saying everything, like finally you have come, like I'm getting all these kind of feelings and goosebumps that what a smile Guru Maharaj is, and he's saying, just one smile is saying so many things to me. And right over there, like how in material world we say love at first sight. That was my love at first sight with Guru Maharaj, and his smile spoke everything. It was divine, spiritual words. These words cannot express that feeling and that connection. Like Guru Maharaj saying, smiling, like how you smile to with the person you already know. So I got that kind of feeling in connection with Guru Maharaj, and so we introduced ourselves, and then just after a few minutes, Guru Maharaj says, uh, "Come to Chandigarh along with us." And so we were like a little dicey, but yeah, we said, "Yeah, what's the big deal? Yeah, we can just go." And we are so we accompanied Guru Maharaj from Delhi to Chandigarh, and I don't know. This is all Guru Maharaj arrangement and causeless mercy, that just by that, and Guru Maharaj himself saying us to come to Chandigarh Mutt because he's going there, and there will be Varshik Mahotsav annual function, and there I never imagined that I'll get the service, umbrella service. So occasionally I got umbrella service during Nagar Sankirtan. Guru Maharaj was performing. Once or twice I got, in the same visit, I got the mic service that Guru Maharaj was singing, and um, all of so many devotees. I don't know how this was all. How Guru Maharaj was doing his merciful part, that out of so many Vaishnavas, I got the opportunity to hold the mic while he's doing kirtan in the mud once. So um, the more and more I see him doing kirtan, and I felt like finally all the efforts, all my prayers have been answered. Uh, that Guru Maharaj is like how Krishna pulls his devotees. Guru Maharaj pulled me out of material world and brought me to his connection. That's the feeling was going on. Gradually, a long story short, um, after a few months, I got the Harinam and Diksha together from Guru Maharaj. But that is also itself a chapter, how I got initiated from Guru Maharaj, because in in SCON, I did get Harinam, but uh, uh, somehow I lost the faith in due course of time, for whatever reason happened. Um, so before my name was written in the final list to get Harinam and Diksha together, the uh, all the Vaishnavas, all the disciples of Guru Maharaj are very particular about uh, that Guru Maharaj should not get that name uh, just because he initiated some SCON devotee. So uh, Pujapad Madhusudan Maharaj was there, and when he knew about me, he said, "Go back to SCON and ask for permission and forgiveness. Ask for permission first. Ask for permission that if you can get over here." Uh, so because his heart was like, because of this, Guru Maharaj should not get the bad name. So anyways, I returned back. I said, "Yeah, everything is fine." Then finally my name was selected and I got Harinam and Diksha. Uh, then gradually, be it any life moment, that time it was easy to have access to Guru Maharaj, to talk to him, get his instructions, or talk to him directly about anything. So uh, during those early years, I was fortunate enough to have personal connection moments, talks, instructions directly from Guru Maharaj in his room, uh, whether I need permission for my further life events, be it a marriage or going abroad. Uh, so once I um, opened my heart with my Guru Maharaj soon after initiation, um, that I feel myself very materially engrossed, and sometimes I get this feeling of hatred towards myself, that why I'm so materialistic person. And such a lovely response I got from Guru Maharaj, that he took all the time, said, I received your letter, updated on such and such, uh, and noted the points of your letter, and with all blessings that after giving all blessings, then he wrote that the impression of the unlimited lives we have spent, uh, previous lives, previous births, the impression won't go away so easily. So enthusiasm as well as passions is very important, and is must to progress devotion in devotional service. So uh, and he will never order. He will just say, like, my request is to you, like that. He will never instruct, because he has no feeling of that. He doesn't feel himself that I'm a spiritual master. So he will say, so I will request you to have patience and faith, and uh, chant Narsinga mantras 4 times, one mantra each, before going to bed and after rising from the bed. So this was like his direct instructions. Uh, I remember, and many of God brothers, senior God brothers, and other God brothers have shared that Guru Maharaj emphasized a lot on chanting Narsinga mantras to remove the obstacles in our devotional life. And so, like, and he expressed that he's very. I felt very happy by disclosing my heart, because sometimes it's very hard to write your own drawbacks on a piece of paper. Uh, but because of that, I got Gurudev's mercy also. So that's another point I thought about sharing. And so I used to live in Vrindavan. So I thought, since I'm now initiated, first and second initiated, uh, so I should do Giriraj worship. I was attracted and fascinated about worshipping Girirajji. So, uh, um, so I thought it's not just good idea to worship Girirajji right away. I should ask permission from Guru Maharaj. So when Guru Maharaj came mm, uh, during Kartik month in Vrindavan, Mat, and I had a time again in his room. I said, Guru Maharaj, I want to ask you if I can worship Girirajji. Uh, so then Guru Maharaj was very pleased, and he gave you tips. This is how you should worship Girirajji, to offer tulsi. This is how you bath charnam with panchamrat and all. And then uh, the reason I'm sharing this incident proves that there's no doubt that Guru Maharaj is omnipotent and uh, omnipresent, omniscient. He knows, he's farsighted. He can see past, present, and future. So and so he gave me the permission. He said, but when there was a but, then I was like, again, okay, what's coming next? He said, but if you step out of Vrindavan or out of India, then you should leave Girirajji back to Govardhan. Don't take him out of Braj. So this is his vow, that first, this was his vow, that we should not be selfish during our worship process, uh, just to fulfill our desire that I want to do this, do that, but at the same time follow scriptures, follow the mood of the Saviator. Krishna is our uh, uh, prayojana, our abhideya, that so we should worship according to his pleasure, uh, not for our own pleasure. So Girirajji's pleasure is to stay in Vrindavan Dham. So you don't take him out of Vrindavan. And I said, I have no desire to go out, step out of Vrindavan. So I said, okay. So, but later when soon after, like 6 7 months or so, when things started unfolding, it was my time to come out of India, which I never imagined, I never thought. But Guru Maharaj already knew that this is going to happen in my life, that I'll step out of Vrindavan, I'll step out of India. And so he already gave me instruction way ahead. So this proves that how he can see past, present, and future. And another incident I would like to share um, is, you know how sometimes we sadhakas become uh, little arrogant, or I don't know, it's little, not arrogant, a little proud of, I'm into Krishna consciousness, I'm a good devotee. So by so I'm also very much inspired by uh, the life and preaching and teachings of Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada, the founder Acharya of ISKCON. So like how I heard so many times that how he used to go see his Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Maharaj, and every time he will see Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Maharaj, or in by letter, Srila Prabhupada will instruct Swami Maharaj Prabhupada that you go abroad and preach. Um, so I was like that puffed up. I said, let me. So with all pride and all, I went to Guru Maharaj once in another personal meeting, and I asked Guru Maharaj, so what should I do service to you? So, and I thought in my back in my head what was going on. Guru Maharaj is going to say, you do this preaching, that preaching, this and that, and I'll get that service. Maybe all other God brothers will come to know Guru Maharaj gave him this service, that. Very nice. So, but how Prabhupada said, Tomara prastishta shukrera vishtha. So Guru Maharaj, very soft words, he calmed me down. He said, if you are serious, then you should read Jaiva Dharma seriously. So this is was like, and he didn't say in the word in a way of like instruction. He only said Jaiva Dharma padna, Jaiva Dharma padho. So read Jaiva Dharma. That was his instruction to me. And probably I did the second time also. Then he again repeated the same instruction, that read Jaiva Dharma. This will clear all the concepts. Then you will be able to help others. Very humbly, very soft voice, he said. So in just with by his words, his words only, not only he gave the clear and like message and instruction, but his sweetness also melts down your pride. Uh, this what this I learned from this conversation with Guru Maharaj. And so, and another incident I would like to share is uh, once Guru Maharaj uh, visited, probably it's 2000, early 2002, when Guru Maharaj visited Gokul Mahavan. And since I was in Vrindavan, I went to Gokul Mahavan and to have Guru Maharaj association and hear his katha. And so one day I was, probably it was late afternoon, and I was chanting my rounds, how we are instructed, like with chadar covered, and I was chanting. And Guru Maharaj came out of his room towards the temple room, and he came so close to me, and he he said in Hindi, "Jap kar raha hai." So you're chanting. I said, yes, Guru Maharaj. And like while replying, I also bent down to pay my obeisances to him. And when I got up, then very sweet and soft voice he said in Hindi that you are chanting, you have deities in your hands. It's not very, it's not a thing, it's not a uh, word. You have deities in your hands, and while having deities in your hands, you should not offer obeisances to your guru also. So he asked me not to offer obeisances to him while chanting. So that was new and amazing to me, and I tried to follow that instruction. Sometimes it's very confusing. Say, I've seen near Vaishnava comes and I want to offer obeisances, so I remember Guru Maharaj's words. So, and he clarified later also that you need to finish your round, then offer obeisances. So, these are wonderful personal pastimes for with Guru Maharaj, and uh, his chanting in the gathering, whether it's one person or alone, and still his chanting and preaching like a lion is like long-lasting memories in my heart. Uh, and after that, I basically left India and Vrindavan. I came to USA, and uh, in my beginning early years were full of struggle before I came into the current position. So there was an incident where I had to manage motels, and a and a restaurant that was, of course, American restaurant. They serve every kind of non-veg items and all. So I didn't like that, but I had no other option spontaneously to meet my needs and pay my bills. So with that regret or something, I wrote an email. I wrote an email to Guru Maharaj, and again Guru Maharaj replied in the same way how he does. Noted your email points. Received your email on such and such date, and noted the points, and then he sent his instruction, and he spoke to me over the phone also about it. But reply was like that, and then he said, 7 kinds of people get equal amount of sin. One who one who one who eats, one who transports, one who cuts, uh, all kinds of 7 people involved in the 7th process till it is served. Uh, all bear equal amount of sin, and you should immediately give up this job and find something else. And maybe Radharani will, Krishna, Gurudev will help you to find something else. And just by listening that, I immediately told my honor boss that I cannot do it. If you if you have if you don't have that, then I basically can't work here. So then he gave me something else to do, and then this is how I've tried to follow Guru Maharaj's instructions. And there were occasions. So later, I had a chance also to connect with him on the phone from America. So these are the golden moments I had with him. My connection as him as my savior uh, in material life as well as spiritual life. And so when I see different uh, Vaishnava acharyas over the time leaving this material world, I never imagined that this ever day will come, that life will be without Guru Maharaj's presence. So that had, but eventually when we all faced that moment, it was overwhelming and unacceptable. But Guru Maharaj belongs to Golok Vrindavan Dham. He has his own service over there. So finally, he decided to leave this material world. But he has He has not left. He's in our heart, and he always gives his instructions in different ways. Um, so after all these years of my, so during his disappearance, it was all overwhelming. It has created the vacuum, uh, but he's always present in our heart and in this material world. Uh, so after all these instructions and uh, this, it's about 20 years of taking his shelter. Uh, the now the realization is that this is peak time to become serious in bhajan. Otherwise, our otherwise we would have just wasted the appearance coming of so many acharyas, appearing appearance of Guru Maharaj and all the acharyas in Mahaprabhu, um, to bless us. Uh, if we don't take the advantage of their coming to this material world for delivering us, the conditioned souls, then it will be spiritual suicide as well as dishonor eh, to their appearance. So we should be serious, and especially nowadays, things going on in this material world right now, the chaos, crisis, this coronavirus, everybody is in lockdown, uh, self quarantine in their own homes. So the one of the realization or understanding I get by Guru Maharaj's mercy is, uh, right now. You see, it's not certain who's going to get the who's going to get infected by a virus. There's like all adi devik, adi bhautik, right? And all the jivas are subject to three kinds of um, material miseries. So it is uncertain who's going to get what, if I'm going to get or not. So I'm tell myself that this is the peak time to be serious in our bhajan and sadhana. This realization, understanding just comes from by the mercy of Guru Maharaj, that if right now all the reciprocatory system, lungs, everything is fine, what kind of damage this coronavirus gives you. So if you are able to chant now, it's you better do it now. What are you going to do when you get sick and you're not able to chant? So this is the big time to be serious. Uh, this is all Guru Maharaj's mercy. And so I pray at the lotus feet of Guru Maharaj and all you Vaishnavas to bless me so that I can do my service and my part and try to attain Guru Maharaj's lotus feet. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripasindhubhyo cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah.
Thank you very much, Madhusudan Prabhuji, for your wonderful remembrance of Gurudev's pastimes, especially your personal experiences. Very important. And we also have our Lavangalata with our meeting here. I wish if she can speak, come on video. And till the time, I wish to read out one writing of Gurudev. When Guru Maharaj returned from USA, at that moment, he wrote one page of his experience in USA. So how he felt in America. So I want to remember that. So Guru Maharaj titles Impression of Swami Bhakti Ballabh Tirtha about America. Gurudev gave this title. This is for the first time in my life to have experience of foreign countries in my extensive 2-month tour program from middle of May 1997. In response to invitation of devotees and friends, I had the opportunity to visit Singapore and many places in USA. I was accompanied by 3 members of our institution, Sri Chaitanya Gauriya Math. So I was fortunate to be part of that team of Guru Maharaj in 1997. And there were 2 others, Sri Madan Mohan Das Prabhu, Shri Bhut Bhavan Prabhu. So I was astonished to hear Bengali devotional songs from Americans and Englishmen in many spiritual sittings. So many devotees singing Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So Guru Maharaj referring that. I was more astounded to hear English drama in Brooklyn, New York by Englishmen of London regarding a topic of Mahabharata. So Guru Maharaj visited Brooklyn ISKCON, and there this Mahabharata drama was enacted. So he's referring. The hall was fully packed up. They were playing parts of Sri Krishna, Arjuna, and Duryodhana. It did not come across, I did not come across to experience misbehavior of anybody in Singapore and USA. Everywhere, the all-embracing message of divine love of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very much appreciated. I find in meetings they were satisfied. Americans gave their patient hearing, as well as at the end they put several questions. They were satisfied in hearing the replies. They always remain silent in meetings. I have seen their discipline. It strikes me at my first impression there is no family binding in American society. And in the end, Guru Maharaj signs, President Acharya Sri Chaitanya Gauriya Math. So this way, Guru Maharaj wrote in first year. So Lavanga Lata Didi is saying that her net is not working properly. So I want to share with you